You know, sometimes the most amazing stories are hiding right under our noses, in places we walk past every day. Well, in the very heart of Athens, there's a square with an incredible secret, one that ties Greece to Africa. And today, we're going to unravel that story.
So, let's set the scene. We're in Monastiraki. If you've ever been to Athens, you know this area. It's buzzing with energy, history, just this beautiful ancient chaos. And right smack in the middle of all of it is a little square with a very big story. Maybe you've grabbed a coffee there or wandered through its market. It feels so Athenian. But the name, Abyssinia Square, that's the first clue. That's where you realize there's something more going on here.
And that's the big question, isn't it? Why on earth would a square right in the center of Athens be named for an old African empire? It feels like a puzzle piece from a completely different box. So, let's figure out how it got there.
Okay, first things first, just so we're all on the same page, Abyssinia is the historic name for the Ethiopian Empire. So this isn't just some random poetic name, it's a direct link to a very real country and its history. To find our answer, we have to hop in a time machine, and we're setting the dial for one specific, crucial year, 1922. And let me tell you, this was not just any year for Greece. It was a time of absolute crisis.
1922 saw what's known as the Asia Minor catastrophe, and what that meant on the ground in Athens was that the city was just overwhelmed. A massive wave of refugees poured in, people who had lost absolutely everything. The city was facing a huge humanitarian disaster.
And right when things seemed their most desperate, help arrived. But it came from a source that, honestly, nobody could have predicted. It was a single gesture that would literally get written onto the map of the city. That help came from the regent of Ethiopia, a man who would go on to become the famous emperor Haile Selassie. Think about that. From thousands of miles away, he heard about the suffering in Athens, and he just decided to act. He organized a huge amount of aid and sent it to help the struggling refugees.
And that's the secret. That's why the square has its name. It's not an accident. It's a thank you note. As a way of showing its immense gratitude for this incredible act of solidarity, the city of Athens officially named the square in honor of his country. It's a permanent thank you, carved right into the city itself.
Now, of course, fast forward a century, and the square's identity has changed. What began as a symbol of hope and refuge for people in need has evolved into something totally different, but is still a place with a whole lot of character.
Today, if you go to Abyssinia Square on a Sunday, wow, the whole place just comes alive. It's home to a famous weekly bazaar, the real heart of the Athens antique scene. It's a total treasure hunt. You'll find everything from old furniture that seems to whisper stories to rare books and all kinds of unique collectibles. It's like a living museum right out in the open air.
So, the next time you find yourself wandering through Monastiraki, you'll see that square a little differently. You won't just see a busy market. You'll see a monument to kindness, a story of connection between two distant countries. And it really makes you wonder, right? What other secrets are hiding on the streets we walk every day?